The leaks keep on coming for Pokemon Legends Arceus. Let's take a look. Yo, whoa, what is going on YouTube? It's your boy Dan, aka aDrive. I bring you guys a brand new video today, and today we are diving into the world of Pokemon Legends Arceus and the Hisui region, as there are a ton of leaks that have been surfacing on the internet over the last 24 to 48 hours, including people maybe actually have the game at this point, which is pretty wild. I do expect to see another trailer update over the next week or so. I really thought it was gonna be last week, if I'm being honest, but BDSP dropped their final trailer 2 weeks prior to the launch of BDSP, and that would be this Friday. So we'll have to hang tight for that. But otherwise, be sure to like the video down below, and of course, subscribe to the channel if you guys are new, so you don't miss out on our epic Pokemon Legends Arceus content. And if you haven't done so yet, head over to teamshiny.com and pick up some sweet merch. We got all sorts of cool designs there, and you can use code Arceus to get 15% off if you pick up 3 shirts or more. So don't miss out on that deal at teamshiny.com. Seriously, get your starter shirts and everything else. But let's dive in, because there's a lot to break down in this video. So the first thing we're gonna take a look at is Treyorcaphonix has retweeted his infamous post, game obtained dumping info. Now, generally, Treyorcaphonix, one of the primary data miners and kind of leakers in the community, him, Sires, Matt Yukana, they generally are the ones who are providing us with all the tables and the data mines and all the kind of deeper information. They're the core people. There's a few other people like Anubis and stuff, but they're the core people. And generally, Kurt does retweet this original tweet from 2014, indicating that that he has the game. Now, does Kurt 100% have the game? I don't know, he could be teasing us, but generally, this either means that he has it or he thinks he's gonna get it any second now. And I've also seen posts online of people saying that they do have it and reaching out to people like Kurt to try to provide them with those files. So I really think we're on the cusp here. Generally, to give you guys an expectation, even if Kurt has the game, he's not gonna be the one to put the game out there for everybody. He's gonna do his own data mining and then release the information, but not the game itself. So just a note there, I would still anticipate from a timeline perspective by the weekend that the game will be leaked. From there, we're gonna kind of shift gears over to Centro, and I know a lot of people discredit Centro, but this is actually a really nice summary thread that came from the Riddler, and it basically is detailing out the various new forms and the new Pokemon that we're gonna be getting that have not been revealed yet, and that is Hisui and Decidueye, which is going to be grass and fighting, Hisui and Samurott, which is water and dark, Hisui and Typhlosion, fire and ghost, which is very, very epic. I'm super excited to see those final designs for those 3 Pokemon. Quillfish confirmed with an evolution to be dark and poison, Sneasel and an evolution to be poison and fighting, Ursaring to get an evolution which is ground and normal typing, very cool, and Lilligant getting grass and fighting, which has been much of the kind of confusion. What is that lady Pokemon? Is it Lilligant? A lot of people have speculated Lilligant. This is saying that it is indeed Lilligant and that it's grass and fighting type. And then Centro goes on to say that there's only one other Pokemon, number 905, which has not been leaked, which we believe to be the 4th member of the Weather Trio, essentially, which is Landorus, Tornadus, and Thundurus, kind of adding another layer to that. So this, again, all coming pretty much from the Riddler, and we have this full-on kind of Pokédex sheet here, which you can take a look at, and it kind of details out the Pokédex and what Pokemon we'll see, going all the way from Rowlet up to Shaman, and filling out the various pieces for the Pokemon like Electrode, like Quillfish, etc. And that's where we're getting some of that information from. So it does seem as though this Pokédex is not as robust as maybe, you know, some of the other games like Sword and Shield. It's seeming like this is maybe like a 300 Pokemon Pokédex, which I think makes sense considering the context of the game. There's a lot of new animations, a lot of new things for them to do. So there may be a little bit more limited choices when it comes to those various Pokemon that you're gonna use. But again, this is all coming from the Riddler. So I believe this to be pretty much at this point factual until proven otherwise. The Riddler also goes on to say that Hisui and Braviary's Warden is a new waifu with a kissy face, and then he goes on to trash talk Centro again, which continues to be this drama in the community. He then says, want to know all the Wardens? You already know 5 of them, or 5.5, cause the 2, and then it looks like the 2 old people, which I think is related to Bertha and Agatha, which was a riddle that he had posted a while back. So there's some pretty interesting stuff going on here with his riddles. He's still kind of teasing things. I expect to see this kind of brought to light over the coming weeks, obviously as the full game leaks, but I find it very interesting, again, these different forms that we have not seen yet. And I pass the question to you, assuming that we do get Decidueye Grass Fighting, Samurott Water Dark, and Typhlosion Fire Ghost, what starter do you think you are picking based on that alone? I feel like I gotta go Typhlosion, man. Fire Ghost is a very cool typing. I feel like I gotta see that. That just sounds way too epic to me. Now on the Japanese website, they revealed the noble Pokemon areas, and it's this image here with these 5 different areas located, and it seems as though it's like meadows and grassland. You've got forest, waterfall / rapids, ruins, and then some sort of a rocky area. And then I guess they actually came out and kind of filled that out for people and showed Basculegion, Weirdeer, Zoroark, Cleaver, and then Hisui and Growlithe obviously going to get its evolved form. And then ultimately Arceus. So some interesting stuff. We'll have to kind of see what this all turns out to be, but there's like a few different distinctions in this game. There's the Pokemon that you can ride on. Then there's the Pokemon that are nobles, which are like the protectors of those area. And then there's those enraged Pokemon like we see like Luxray and stuff like that. So I think those distinctions will definitely get a little bit more clarification as we get closer. But some pretty interesting stuff. And further, discussing Arceus on that same token, the Riddler actually liked a tweet saying, I'm guessing Arceus will be level 100 when we face it. If you guys remember, we had talked about in a previous video that the Riddler had posted that the Garchomp was level 85. That Garchomp in the trailer that like goes for the big roar and then goes for that earthquake or earth power. He said that that was a level 85 Pokemon. So it's very possible that Arceus, when all is said and done, is level 100, which actually would be pretty bonkers if you ask me. A level 100 Pokemon to throw down against. That would be new for the Pokemon franchise and actually very, very epic. It seems as though this game is going to revolve heavily on catching Pokemon. From what I've seen, you have to catch multiple instances of the same Pokemon to research it, to find items, to be able to advance in the game. It's going to be very grindy from my understanding, but I'm actually excited for that. Lastly, this is very interesting. This image posted on 4chan, and I have to say that like my first take on it is that it is going to be fake. But until proven otherwise, it's kind of hard to say. So it goes on to say normal mode, and then it says for beginner players, your whole team of Pokemon will gain XP after battle. Noble Pokemon will allow you to use items during their battles. The Ginkgo merchants will have a daily rotation of free sample items, and the time of day will match your Nintendo Switch's internal clock. And then it goes on to have a legend mode for experienced players only. You begin the game with less Pokeballs. Your Pokemon only gain XP if they participate in battle. Tough weather will be enabled from the start of your adventure, and your allegiance is toward the clan of origin by default. So this is super interesting. I don't know. Again, my thought is it's gotta be fake at this point, because what a random screenshot to pop up. But at the same time, did someone really take the time to just make this for what, right? It's not like it's a fake Pokemon screenshot. It's not like, it's just such a weird thing to fake, right? But I read a comment that said basically anything good can't be true, right? So, but the potential, I mean, this is exciting. If this is real, this is very exciting. A potential hard mode for Legends Arceus could add a whole new level of depth to this game. And I think that that's something that I never even thought of going into this, right? Like at no point did I ever really consider that. But when we think of Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, which this game is very clearly inspired off of, that is something that is core to that series, where there's a difficulty level that was added, I think via DLC, or maybe it was already there, but I know they added a harder mode via DLC down the road. So this is something to potentially be excited about, but again, don't get too over the moon about it, because until we have confirmation, I'm gonna say it's hard to say if it's real, but it's relatively convincing. I kind of think it's dope, and some of the text is a little weird. Like, you can very much so argue and say, why did they mention the clock on one but not the other? Like, what's the difference? Like, why is there even a thing regarding that? Why does your time of day match the Switch's internal clock? Maybe the game is harder at nighttime so you can play during the day. I don't know. Seems very weird. I don't know exactly, but I thought it was very interesting and worth noting. So let me know your thoughts on that in the comment section below as well. But man, oh man, still plenty to go, and this game is gonna leak any day now. So now we're just watching the clock, man. Legends Arceus is dropping pretty much any day. Like I said, I mean, I anticipate by the weekend that we'll have the game leaked. So it's exciting times. Be sure to show some love, hit that like button down below, and subscribe to the channel if you guys are new so you don't miss out on our epic Pokemon Legends Arceus coverage. And of course, pick up some sweet merch at teamshiny.com. Use code Arceus to get 15% off your purchase if you pick up 3 t-shirts or more. We got a lot of great designs, so don't miss out on those. You can get some hoodies to swag out your closet and much, much more. Let me know your thoughts on what starter you think you guys are picking. And of course, what do you think about this difficulty thing? Real, fake? I don't know. I hope it's real, because that would be awesome. That's gonna be it for me, guys. My name is Dan. I also go by aDrive, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.
Butterfree, go!